Welcome to the Rusted Garden Homestead. Today I wanted to just go over some basics of raised bed gardening, and maybe this information will help you decide whether or not you're going to use them in your garden. I'll see if I can do this in 3 or 4 minutes. First thing is, I like how they kind of clean up a space. I am not a perfectionist. It's just me actually. The reason my garden's called the Rusted Garden is because I leave my tools wherever I get done working and they rust out, and that's how I came to get the name. But we have 5 raised beds in here. I'm very excited. These are the first beds going into the garden. And the thing that you want is to make sure that they're a 4x4 square or a 4x4 rectangle. And the reason you do that is because you don't want to have to step into the middle. You want to be able to reach in. Your arms are about 2 feet, so you leave enough space around your beds. You can always reach in. You never have to step in there. I'm also doing this as a sort of a no-dig garden. The ground looks just like this. It's clay mostly with grass, and right at the bottom is cardboard. I line this with cardboard. You can use any kind of cardboard that doesn't have glossy print on it. It will be a weed barrier. Earthworms, microbes will break it down. I don't have to dig or turn this over. The only time you may want to make sure you break up the bottom of your native earth, so to speak, is if drainage is an issue. But this absorbs water nicely. It's not a problem. You don't want rain coming into your raised bed. The earth underneath doesn't absorb it, and then it pools in there. That's usually not an issue, but it can happen. So this is going to be no dig. This is 50% leaf grow, 50% topsoil. I'll link the video that shows you what I'm using. You can really fill it with anything because you amend this up. I'm not going to show you what I'm using to amend this today because it varies depending on what zone you're in. Just follow whatever organic fertilizer you're comfortable with. You can use compost. You can just, get it started with whatever works within your budget and whatever is available to you in your area. Plants don't really care. These are beds that I filled up. They're just going to get planted with my cool weather crops. Leave about 1 inch on the top for mulch and stuff like that. When you're building these, you want to buy 8-foot pieces. It's just a nice way to work. You can cut an 8-foot piece in half. That will give you your 4x4 square. These are 2x6s, and you just want to put 2 3-inch, 4-inch screws into there, and that will secure it. You can use pressure treated wood. It's treated with copper for like the last 20 years. It's not going to harm you. This is a 2x8. The more height that you have to your raised bed, the quicker the soil seems to warm, and the sooner you can plant into it. Especially for the cool weather crops, the warm weather crops, the raised beds tend to warm quickly, and that's essentially because the warm rain soaks all of this, warms up. There's nothing really underneath of it to bring the temperature back down, versus like an entire ground where it rains on there, but all the earth underneath kind of cools it back down. Your raised bed warms up a little bit more quickly. So this is, let me step back here. So this is 5 raised beds in my first area, first beds to the Rusted Garden. The fence is decorative. It's kind of defining the side of my house and the front of my house and keeps the dog in. It's not deer proof, but I'll work on different things for that. You want to make sure you have enough space around so that you can work the bed. You're not going to have to step into it, and you're going to save money by concentrating all your resources in the bed. It's going to warm a little bit sooner. You can plant a little bit faster. Make sure you leave enough room. You can put down weed block. That's what I'm going to do, put down mulch on top of this. But I have one 4x4 bed there. That's a 4x8, 4x4, 4x8, 4x4. That is tons of planting room. If you're thinking of just starting a garden, you can probably just start with a 4x4, 4x8, or both, and you'll be able to grow all kinds of different vegetables and really get started and get practicing if you want to see if you enjoy it and how well you can do. Alright, if you have any questions on raised beds or you're thinking about using them, please just leave a comment. I answer about 99% of them. One last thing is, right now to my left is the morning sun. The afternoon sun's going to track there. So these beds will get plenty of sunshine. So you want to just make sure you're dropping them in a place where the sun tracks so that you maximize the sun in your area. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and please check out my seed shop at www.therustedgarden.com. Thanks for watching.